think we're actually live. We're going to start with a video. And that, now I have to figure out my technology. So, and that was, let me just get rid of this one here. That was Circus Harmony's St. Louis Arches a year ago today on Circus Flora. So sadly, Circus Flora is not working this year like so many other circuses, but I did want to give you the opportunity to see our St. Louis Arches in action. You can see that video and over 100 other videos on our YouTube channel at circusharmony.org. So welcome, I'm Jessica Hentoff, Jessica the Circus Lady. I'm the Artistic Executive Director of Circus Harmony, and City Museum is our home. We have the little glass ring on the 3rd floor. At the moment, City Museum is open, and I just heard that you need to make your reservations because some of the sessions are starting to sell out. That's right, the Saturday evening session of this week is already sold out. So if you'd like to go to City Museum, go to citymuseum.org and make your reservation. Read all the COVID guidelines, follow them, especially the mask. It's a mask, not a chin guard, people. And you can go to City Museum. While Circus Harmony is not yet producing regular shows inside our ring, you might get a glimpse of some of our incredible performing artists practicing in there. We're setting it up so that we can come back, and later this week, if you keep your eye on City Museum's social media, City Museum is going to be rolling out these new exclusive private parties for small groups, and you can book a show in the Circus Harmony ring for your private party. You can book the astronaut, you can book all sorts of things. So keep an eye on City Museum, book a private party, tell them that Jessica the Circus Lady sent you. Now today, you're still able to vote for Miss Maple's trick of the day. Your choices today are the 3 C's, whatever you thought the 3 C's were, it's not those 3 C's. She can either bring coffee delivery is 1 C, crawling like a commando is the other C, or carpet rollout. So vote for carpet, coffee, or crawling. You can do it in the chats. I'm trying to keep track of that, but there's a huge time lag. So I hope if that I don't see them, that Nancy at the end of this, if she's watching the whole time, will send me a message. Now today we have some special guests. Our first guest is one of our teachers. While we're not doing our shows at City Museum or our classes there yet, we are doing online classes, and we have classes for ages 3 and up. We have a preschool group that meets on Saturday morning. We have classes for both beginning and advanced students, and all sorts of classes for adults. So if you go to circusharmony.org, you can learn more about the classes and register for them. Every week we introduce you to a different coach who talks about the classes that they teach. So Miss Frankie has been with us for, oh my gosh, she'll have to answer because it's been a while. But I am now going to bring on the fabulous Miss Frankie. The miracles of modern technology. I'm always astounded when I actually can make them work. So Miss Frankie is primarily a dancer. And we first started with Miss Frankie to teach dance, and she still teaches dance and choreographs most of our dances. And there she is. But she's also an all-around circus coach. So Miss Frankie Watson, and before we got her, she was a star of videos. I think your most famous video was Get You. And that you can find on YouTube. She's one of the dancers in that. So we're really excited to have you here. I couldn't remember, Frankie, how long have you been with Circus Harmony?
Ooh, I believe since 2013. For sure, 13.
Time really flies. Well, it's the circus, so everything flies. But Frankie has choreographed tap dancing, modern dance, jazz, you name it. But she also teaches hula hooping, and we're going to bring in one of our hula hoop students is the act of the day. Do you want to tell people a little bit about your background? Because you're St. Louis born and raised, right?
Yes, I am. St. Louis born and raised. I've been dancing since 2 and in studio since age 7. And I went to a performing arts middle school and high school under Vivian Watts and Ray Parks.
Oh, two of the
and
best.
So many other great ones. Yes. So I've definitely had a lot of experience there. And then I went to Lindenwood University and got my BA in dance there, and went to California and lived there for a few years, professionally dancing. I got to help choreograph. So I was assistant choreographer for Beyonce, Britney Spears, Kelly Rowland. I actually got to go on tour with Kelly Rowland. I did a CeeLo Green Forget You music video and Willow Smith on the Ellen Show and so many others. So if you can't tell, dance is my love and anything around that. So
it was amazing on the awards on Sunday. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, she does amazing work. And for those of you who don't know about Beyonce, besides her singing, she does amazing humanitarian work. And right now during COVID, you should look up some of what she's doing and look around town because there's plenty for you to do here. So do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been teaching since the pandemic?
Right. So I've been doing some dance classes and some hoop class, and previously I've been combining them. So we're making like a hoop dance routine. It's really fun. Some of the camps, some of the kids like that have taken the first camp may have taken a few other ones. So I get to see them grow in some of the skills that they're learning. And some of them have been dancing or doing hoops with us for a while. So I also get to choreograph and put things on them, especially since we haven't been able to physically be together in so long. Everybody's kind of like catching up on skills and stuff. So sometimes you got to
I just want to interrupt you for a moment. People can sign up for these camps wherever they are in the world. I have a young woman in Japan might start taking classes with us because she loves our work. But because it's all on the internet, you can sign up from anywhere. And we actually have hula hoops that come apart that we can send you. Because if you sign up for camp, we send you a little prop box with juggling balls, spinning plate, feathers, t-shirt, and hula hoops. So we can send you hula hoops. You can still study with the fabulous Frankie wherever you are.
And that's amazing because that's the one great thing that we could do with, these Zooms. So there have been a few other people that wanted me, to come help with their dance programs or just to come teach some routines. So here I am. Come and sign up for the camps. They're a lot of fun. And you just grow with your own skills and learn a little bit extra.
And if you want a private class with Miss Frankie, you can message us through Circus Harmony's Facebook page or through our website at circusharmony.org, where we're welcome. We would love to have Miss Frankie choreograph a special dance for you.
Yes, indeed. I'd love to.
Or do private classes if you just want your own dance class with Girls Night In. If you're doing a Zoom, you could do Girls Night In with dancing.
That's right.
So yeah, the internet expands some things even if we're missing a lot of other things. So is Will there? Should
Baby Will? He is laying down now. Out of all the times, normally he's right here with me. So he just laid down.
Oh, sorry.
But he got new hoop skills. I recorded him. He have new hoop skills. He can do it on his arm and he go like this and go around his waist. So he'll be 2 in July.
2 in July and already dancing and hooping because that's how it is. And when you're in a circus family. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to say to our live stream audience?
No, I love you all. I miss you all. I guess that was yes then instead of no. That's what I meant to say. Yes, I love you all. I miss you all. I hope everybody is doing great during this time. I know it's a rough time, but you got to find the good and the bad. So come take circus camps with us. We have, how many sessions we got left?
All of them. I don't know. We run all, well, we put up July for right now because we're waiting to see when we can come back and teach in our space at City Museum. But we will keep doing online as well because everybody has a different level of comfort. So we will have online classes for a long time. But we're hoping to have some other classes in our space at City Museum, and we'll be booking private classes at City Museum soon too. And then don't forget City Museum's doing private parties and we'll be part of that. And you can have Frankie come to you via the internet.
Yes, so definitely come take class with me.
Run away and join the circus. Still be home. All right, thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
I'll see you on Zoom.
See you on Zoom.
Yep. So speaking of hula hooping, our next special guest, and it looks like the carpet is winning, rolling up the carpet for Maple's Frick of the Day. But before we go to the lovely Miss Maple, who is taking a nap, much like baby Will, we're going to bring in our act of the day. Today, it is the marvelous Miss Maddie. Maddie came to us through our program, our Peace Through Pyramids program in Ferguson. She's been training with us, oh my goodness, I think we started in 2015. So if you were watching last week, I had Sydney I. King Bateman was our special guest. We talked for an hour. Look it up. He's an amazing, amazing young man. And I just want to tell people that the show that Sydney, his first professional circus show, aside from working with us and Circus Flora, was a Seven Fingers show. It's a company in Canada called Cuisine and Confessions. We talked about it a little bit on the live stream. And Sydney and another alumni of ours, Melvin Diggs, did an act doing hoop diving through hoops that symbolize the doorways that they had to get through to get out of St. Louis. And the narrative to that act, the soundtrack for the act that Sydney and Melvin did in Cuisine and Confessions, was an interview with them that was done the summer of 2014, talking about growing up African American in St. Louis and just waiting to be the next person to be killed or arrested. The summer of 2014 is when Mike Brown got killed by the police in Ferguson, and that was the year that show, for 2 years, it toured the world. And I got an email in the middle of the night once from Argentina. Someone had seen that act in Argentina, recognized them from seeing them at City Museum, and was just so deeply moved. The show Cuisine and Confessions is airing live. You can see it online, but only for a couple of weeks. At the beginning of the pandemic, a number of circuses started posting their shows online since they couldn't perform them live. And they made a show order, and I couldn't wait for Cuisine and Confessions to be the one that Seven Fingers would be showing. And when this all started, it was just the pandemic. But if you watch the news, and who doesn't, right now, there was another death. There were multiple deaths by police of young Black people. And so that particular story is relevant now more than ever. And this is when Cuisine and Confessions is live streaming that show. Seven Fingers is live streaming Cuisine and Confessions. So go to the Seven Fingers website or Facebook page, or we have links to it on our Facebook page and other social media. It's one of I've seen a lot of circus, and Seven Fingers Cuisine and Confession shows is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's amazing circus. It's about food, because food is what brings us all together. And then it's very, very personal stories. So right after Mike Brown was killed, we had actually been in Israel doing our Peace Through Pyramids partnership in Israel with the Jewish Arab youth circus called the Galilee Circus. And that was a time when Gaza was bombing different parts of Israel. We were very careful, stayed as safe as we could. But the day we were supposed to go home, Gaza started bombing the airport. We couldn't go home. We were stranded there longer. It was a very strange time to be in Israel. There were army people at the entrance to every Arab village at dusk. A bunch of our shows got canceled because of protests and civil, much like here. I don't want to call them riots because in most cases they're not riots, they are protests. And then we did come home, and 4 days after we came home, Mike Brown was killed, and then the protests started in Ferguson, and I felt closer to danger being here, I live in Florissant, than when we were in Israel. And all of a sudden the National Guard were in our neighborhood, and there was National Guard at the entrance to every street, very much like when we were in Israel. So the sad thing is that we are still in this time of separate but not equal. And as long as it's not equal, movies and shows like that are incredibly relevant. It's like sad that when I was 10, my own father marched with Martin Luther King, and now I'm 64, and we're still fighting for the same things. So anyway, so we were doing Peace Through Pyramids in Israel, came back, decided we needed some Peace Through Pyramids in Ferguson, and started teaching there. And this young woman who you're about to see, the marvelous Miss Maddie, was one of our first students, and she has stuck with us and is taking a lot of internet classes, and hula hooping is one of her favorite acts. So I'm going to bring in the marvelous Miss Maddie, who is our act of the day. And there she is. Hi, Mad. Thanks for joining us. Oh, I'm so glad it's not raining. So live from Ferguson, we bring you on the Circus Harmony Up in the Air live stream. And there's her DJ, her mom, who is an amazing baker and also a fabulous mother. All right, we bring you the marvel. Wait, Maddie, I'm going to make your video a little bigger if I can do the technology. Always a question. We bring you the marvelous Miss Maddie. Yay! I hope you are all applauding wildly at home. The marvelous Miss Maddie. Maddie, come on and talk to us for a moment. Are you still there? Oh, she's still there. Maddie, can you hear me? Yay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you feel about taking circus and how long you've been doing it and what you love about it.
Just a second, let me get inside. It's starting to rain.
Of course. Well, I'm very happy that it did not rain while you were doing that.
So I've been in circus 4 years in August. One of my favorite parts about circus is meeting new people. I love getting to make new friends. I also love traveling and getting to go to new places, also meeting new people in these new places. It's a lot of fun. That's my favorite part.
And what's your favorite discipline? Because I know you do a lot of contortion, hula hooping. You're an aerialist.
I think my favorite is I like to do a lot of lira, but I haven't done a lot in a while since I'm quarantined.
Lira, for people who don't know, is an aerial hula hoop. Well, it's not exactly a hoop, it's an aerial hoop.
Yeah. But I also do love hula hooping, as you saw me out there. So,
well, thank you very much for being our act of the day.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So if you would, you can go ahead and just leave the room the way you would leave one of your classes. And
okay. Bye.
You on the internet. Bye. So if you would like Miss Maddie or any of our other performers to come to you, even though we are not currently performing at City Museum, we are offering Zoom shows, and we are also doing socially distanced circus. It's called the Feet Circus because we'll stay 6 feet away from you, but you can have acrobats, hula hoop artists, contortionists, jugglers, unicyclists. We did a fabulous circus parade at the Gatesworth, and we'd love to come and entertain you or Zoom in and entertain you. So it's time for Miss Maple's trick of the day. Miss Maple's been sleeping. So it looks like we're going to be rolling out the carpet. Are you ready, Miss Maple? So this is the awkward time where I get to move the computer. Oh dear. I'm hoping that I did not disconnect the computer. Okay, there's Miss Maple. Make sure you can see her. All right. And now, drum roll, please. Miss Maple, if you could please come over here and roll out the carpet. Good girl. All the way. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Good girl. And take a bow. The lovely Miss Maple. So if you were here last week, or 2 weeks ago, last week we had a king, Miss Maple did her tissue trick. Oh, thank you. You brought me the whole box. I really only need one. Thank you. Could I have that, please? Could I have that? We're still working on the tissue trick. Thank you so much. But a lot of you have been cleaning up a lot during quarantine. Miss Maple's been helping me clean up. Could you put it in the trash, please? Good girl. Miss Maple's also been working on her arts and crafts. I'm showing you some of the tricks that she's done in previous shows. She's done her weaving. And she's done her spinning. And then today she did rolling out the carpet. Give it up for Miss Maple. But since we're still sheltering at home, Miss Maple, can you please go home? And that was Miss Maple's trick of the day. Thank you, Miss Maple. Okay, down and go home. Oh, she said she'd like to do one more trick. She would like to show you her hoop or jump through the hoop of fake fire. All right, Maple, and go home. Good, Maple. So thank you for tuning in to yet another Circus Harmony Up in the Air live stream on City Museum's Facebook page. Don't forget that you can book us for the new private parties. They're not online yet, but I'm told they're going to be online later this week. And you can book all sorts of fabulous fun things in a small private setting at City Museum. You can also sign up for classes. Our July classes are online, individual classes. You can buy class packs, and you can sign up for Circus Summer Camp. If you're signing up, sign up soon so that we can get you your prop box. And don't forget, we would love to make your day a circus day by coming to you either via Zoom or a live show. Any of our performers. I did have a call yesterday, somebody wanting an elephant. So if somebody would like to make Miss Maple an elephant costume, that's how we can bring an elephant to you. But we do have a lot of other circus performers. Don't forget to go to Seven Fingers and watch the show Cuisine and Confessions. It is an amazing circus show and a really strong personal story that is relevant for our time. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you every Tuesday, 4 o'clock, up in the air live stream, and one day soon we will literally be back up in the air. Thanks. Bye. And if it's still on, thanks for letting us make your day a circus day. Since I don't seem to be able to turn it off, you could just have me over for dinner or not.